Cerebral Cinema and the WON Radio Network present to you Superwoman. Yes, Superwoman, the dynamic crime fighter. Superwoman, the champion of justice. Superwoman, who in truth is mild-mannered Chicago news reporter Emily Nesbacher.
You've heard of the Pearly Gates of Heaven, right?
Yes, I went to Sunday school.
How about the Pearly Pits of Hell?
Superwoman stares at Shady Lady with bewilderment. The mystic woman's face is all Superwoman can see as the aroma of burning sulfur fills the air.
Can't say that I have, because I haven't.
For some, the glimmer of fire and brimstone is more alluring than the gloss of paradise.
By some, you mean bad people.
My kind of people.
Where's Valeska and Teddy?
Right where you left them.
My memory is hazy. I was in a circus and Hollywood.
Anything else?
Wasn't there a spaceman invasion? Then a lost city in the Himalayas and a giant beast attacking Japan?
Maybe. But it's time we got you back to the here and now.
Superwoman is suddenly illuminated in light. She finds herself standing in a deep pit inside a cave. The surface of the pit is encased with shimmering red marble.
Welcome to Hades, Superwoman. Bust out of here, and you can have your old life back.
Superwoman sees she is back in her original costume. She throws her arms up and flies out of the pit.
What was that?
Cerberus. They've cornered Miss Kitty.
Superwoman flies toward the barking and soon finds the giant three-headed canine standing on its hind legs up to a cliff. Perched on the cliff, just out of Cerberus's reach, is Selina Kyle in her Catwoman outfit.
Hey, Hellhound, over here.
Cerberus's outer heads twist and snarl at Superwoman before turning back toward Catwoman.
Monstrous mutts prefer cat food, I guess.
In one corner of the cave, Superwoman spots the ginormous skeleton of a Cyclops.
Whoa, someone's been in the internal oven far too long.
She goes to the skeleton and plucks the large shin bone off. Flying to the top of the cave with the bone held over her head, Superwoman whistles at Cerberus. The three dogheads look toward Superwoman, and upon seeing the bone, they immediately forget Catwoman.
Fetch.
Superwoman tosses the bone a few hundred feet away, and Cerberus goes after it. Superwoman goes to Catwoman and snatches her from the cliff. The two women fly through the cave, searching for an exit.
I'm sweating and shivering. Is it hot or cold in here?
Just enough of both to torment us.
Who'd want to torment us?
Pearl Pits or Shady Lady or whatever her real name is.
I will call her Mistress Meanie. You know, because she damned us to hell.
Under Superwoman and Catwoman appears a massive underground river.
Is that the river Styx?
Could be.
Sailing on the river is a luxurious riverboat. Superwoman and Catwoman land on its deck.
Might as well check inside.
Inside the riverboat is a dining room. Seated at two tables is an eclectic assortment of oddball characters. Superwoman and Catwoman enter and are immediately noticed by the occupants. An elegantly attired woman stands to greet them. It is Pearl Pitts.
Welcome, Emily and Selina. Come and dine with me and my associated shades.
Catwoman is shocked when she recognizes the assemblage. At one table sits Jasmine, Spider Agent, Margot Strong, and Madame Green Thumb.
Emily, these are all the people who have killed me.
Seated at the second table is Rurik, the Bat Whistler, Punching Judy, Curtain Count X, and Acid Master.
Get me out of here.
The Bat Whistler stands in a panicked rush. He steps toward Catwoman.
Selina, I didn't mean to kill you. I always loved you.
Rurik stands up behind Bat Whistler.
I love you as well, my pet, and yet I did kill you on purpose.
Margot Strong stands and leaps onto the table, her hands threateningly held out toward Catwoman.
Ah! I got cheated out of killing you more than once, you disgusting mouse-eater.
Punching Judy, a man in a motley jester outfit, sits forward, grinning insanely at Catwoman.
I'm sorry my punches are so deadly, Judy.
My name isn't Judy.
Everyone is Judy, and I'm forever punching Judy.
Catwoman turns and runs from the room. Superwoman follows her. Catwoman runs to the edge of the deck and dives into the river. Superwoman, close behind, dives in after Catwoman. Superwoman searches for Catwoman in the river depths.
Serena!
A hand goes over Superwoman's mouth. Superwoman turns and sees Shady Lady floating beside her. Superwoman tries to break free from Shady Lady's grip. Superwoman flies up out of the river to the top of the cave, taking Shady Lady with her. Superwoman looks down at the raging water for signs of Catwoman.
Let her drown, Emily. If she kills herself, I'll have her back.
That's crazy.
I was the godmother of her gang. She pledged her life to me. So when someone takes her life, I get the taker's life.
Then I will save her from you.
Too late. She just died again. Now my gang is complete. We're all going back to Chicago.
With that, Superwoman once again finds herself engulfed in shadows. Shady Lady and most of her new gang sit in the back of a hearse. A coffin is placed between them.
All right, gang. I'd like you to welcome our newest member, Miss Selena Kyle.
Shady Lady opens the lid of the coffin to reveal Catwoman laying within it. Catwoman's eyes open as she gasps for air.
Help! I'm drowning.
Howdy doody, Judy.
Hey, shut that lid so we can bury her already.
Good idea, Judy.
Punching Judy slugs Margot on the shoulder. Margot glares at him.
Hit me again, clown, and I'll pop your balloons.
Chill out, Judy. It's all in jest.
The Bat Whistler kneels beside the coffin and caresses Catwoman's hair.
I'll get you out of here when I can.
Sir, take your hands off my wife.
The Bat Whistler ignores Rurik and pulls Catwoman out of the coffin. Superwoman sits beside them, offering her protection against the demented criminals.
Time for another magic trick, kiddies.
Shady Lady closes the coffin lid and reopens it, presenting to them all an ample collection of ammo and firearms.
Ooh, so many flavors to choose from. I think I'll take one of each.
Tommy Gunn is mine. We used to date, and you strumpets better keep your hands off of him.
I want to go back to my greenhouse. None of us sane ones want to be here.
Green Thumb is insane. She's crazy about vegetables. Yuck.
Excellent pun, Judy.
Quit buttering me up. You're only trying to take my Tommy away.
He's all yours, baby. My eyes are on the blazing redhead over there. I'd love to punch her lights out.
Punching Judy makes googly eyes at Superwoman while punching the palm of his hand.
Go ahead. You'll shatter your fists.
I love our family.
We're not a family. We're a freak show. And I'm not touching a single one of those filthy guns.
You prude.
Everyone does what I say, or you can all go straight back to Hades. Be warned, the brimstone loses its luster after a while.
What are you gonna have us do?
Rob a bank.
Just one?
One. to start with.
How do you know we won't betray you?
I've spent enough time with each of you to know how you'll act in every situation.
I guess you've been studying me for years.
Yes, Emily. And I know you'll always perform your noble role. Heroics is your weakness, and I can use that to my advantage.
How many times must I die? I thought you only gave me 9 lives.
More like 9 times 900. The more you die, the bigger my mob gets.
We're not all here. We're Spider Agent, Acid Master, and Curtain Count X.
They're already inside, setting everything up. It's time we joined them.
The hearse pulls up and parks in front of the bank. Shady Lady exits the vehicle, followed by her gang.
Listen up. I want my villains on one side and my heroes on the other.
Shady Lady faces Punching Judy, Margot Strong, Madam Green Thumb, and Rurik.
You baddies, tear this place down until only the money is left.
Shady Lady faces Superwoman, Jasmine, the Bat Whistler, and Catwoman.
You goody-goodies are on crowd control. Make sure no one dies in the pandemonium. We don't want a massacre on our hands. Go!
Margot lifts her tummy gun and fires at the bank, shattering most of the windows. Punching Judy starts punching random people on the street. An explosion goes off from inside. Superwoman leaps up and flies into the bank. Inside the bank, Superwoman finds utter chaos. The entire place is burning and coming down. To add to the madness, Spider Agent has unleashed a horde of spiders inside the bank. Superwoman sees groups of people trying to escape. She goes to their rescue and flies them outside to safety. Superwoman sees something that takes her breath away. Rurik and Shady Lady wheel a Gatling gun into the bank. Rurik begins firing into the walls. Margot and Punching Judy barge into the bank, each with arms full of explosives. Both are laughing hysterically.
This ain't no bank holdup. It's a bank calm down.
Margot throws several lit sticks of dynamite into the lobby while Superwoman continues to save people from the destructive mayhem. Outside, Catwoman, Jasmine, and the Bat Whistler are keeping a gathering of people away from the building as Superwoman flies the last of the bank occupants to safety. The last of the bank comes tumbling down. In the midst of the debris, Shady Lady and her cohorts stand triumphantly atop a large mound of cash. Superwoman and her fellow heroes walk to the money pile, looking up at the crooks with disapproval.
That's one way to knock over a bank.
Shady Lady, as a defender of justice, I must insist you pay for the damage you've done.
You're guilty by association.
I am willing to face punishment for my part in this crime.
Thank you, Superwoman. You're taking the fall for us all.
The ground opens up underneath Superwoman. Tentacles of fire flare up and wrap around Superwoman's arms and legs. The flames pull Superwoman down into the hole. Catwoman dives in after Superwoman. The Bat Whistler dives in after Catwoman. Jasmine shrugs her shoulders and dives in at the last minute before the opening closes. Superwoman lands back in the same pit she was in before. Her outfit is singed and smoking. She stumbles to her feet and looks around in exasperation.
Well, I'll be damned.
Superwoman looks up and sees Catwoman falling directly above her, with the Bat Whistler and Jasmine close behind. Superwoman flies up to catch her friends. Superwoman and the others slowly lower into the pit.
Great. We're back in hell. And we get our own private pit.
This is not the Bat Whistler's final resting place.
Dude, there's no evildoers here. You can use your real name.
You're one to talk, Winona.
Use your own name, Blake, not mine.
Your real name is Winona?
I'm named after my aunt, whom I hate. I'd rather be named after a flower I love.
Winona what?
Saint Just.
Winona St. Just? I like it.
Jasmine St. Just sounds better.
Let's forget about the names and find a way out of here.
I'm sorry, Emily. Blake is afraid of developing any personal relationships.
You think so, huh? Is that why you married that foreigner?
Yes, so I can blame you for 2 of my deaths.
It's not my fault you married a sadist.
It is your fault I didn't marry you.
How could I marry you? You're a criminal and I'm a crime fighter.
So you're too good for me. How dare you judge me after everything we have been through together? I could scratch your eyes out.
Catwoman jumps at Bat Whistler with her claws pointed at him. Superwoman holds her back.
Hey, cut it out. We're in hell. That should be our main concern right now.
Catwoman hisses at Bat Whistler while making clawing motions. Superwoman flies Catwoman out of the pit.
You're banned from the pit until you learn to behave. Me and the others need time to talk.
I hate you all right now.
If you'd rather wait for Rorik, I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Superwoman shakes her head and returns to the pit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have provoked her.
Forget it. We should focus on our biggest problem, Shady Lady.
You're right, because there she is.
Superwoman looks up and sees Shady Lady standing next to Catwoman, who is crying.
I am a criminal. I belong on the side of villains. Goodbye.
Superwoman leaps out of the pit, but Shady Lady and Catwoman vanish before she can reach them. Superwoman falls to her knees and pounds the ground to dust with clenched hands. Tune in next time to hear what happens to Superwoman and her friends. Only on this network. Cerebral Cinema hopes you have enjoyed this movie of the mind.